Hi guys. What's up? It's Skycat Live. It's 5:01 p.m. on 8/13/2024. That's a Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Skycat Live, and today we'll be playing some EvE, some FFXI, and some Mortal 2. I'm set up on all games and ready to record, and I am ready to go about the business of doing this. And yeah, and there we go, and looks good to me. And we will be moving forward. EvE, FFXI, and Mortal 2. Oops.
The capacitor is empty.
Oh, my headphones are on the wrong thing here, and I must get rid of that and turn on that. There we go. And I am seeking. There we go. Speakers. Watching. Thank you, Philip DeFranco, for the excellent content from a stream. I'd like to sub to your channel.
Towards making mental health training courses for teachers, and teachers who complete the course can earn a $200 Donors Choose credit. Right, so the campaign was announced at Eagle Rock High School in Los Angeles. Selena going there to meet with teens, also posting about it on Instagram and encouraging teachers to make mental health projects on Donors Choose. But they're also writing a blog about the subject saying, I know that being a teenager can feel complicated and when it comes to mental health, knowledge is power. We have to give teens resources so that they can build strong mental health habits. And notably, all of this is coming as teen mental health. It's been an increasingly hot topic, with Google even saying that searches for that phrase have doubled in the last 4 years. And COVID is a spotlight on. And while you have the CDC just releasing a report that found that even though some progress has been made, there's still a long way to go to helping young people here. Like for some specific examples, Hispanic students had decreased measures of poor mental health, the percentage of black students who attempted suicide decreased, and the number of female students who felt persistently sad or hopeless decreased. Which, yeah, is a good start, but I mean, some of the statistics are still very troubling. Like when it comes to those persistent feelings of sadness, 53% of female students reported having them in 2023 compared to 57% in 2021. So yes, less, but still much higher than the 39% reported back in 2013. You can also see the same trend for female students who considered suicide. Also in 2023, 29% of high school students said they experienced poor mental health over the last month, and LGBTQ plus students were especially likely to report bad mental health. You also had 40% of all students saying they felt so sad or hopeless every day for almost 2 weeks in a row that they stopped doing their usual activities. Which is why I have the director of the CDC's Division of Adolescent and School Health telling NPR, I don't think we're out of the woods by any means in terms of the crisis in youth mental health. And this is you have others pointing to different troubling trends in the report, including the fact that in the last 2 years, there was an increase in students experiencing violence at school, getting bullied at school, and skipping school because of safety concerns. Right, so there's still a lot to worry about when it comes to teens and their well-being, but for now, we'll have to wait to see what happens, and hopefully this trend of the numbers, the bad numbers going down, that continues. So if I can add something light, and that is no way a fix-all for everything in any way, if you're not already doing it, I cannot recommend hot girl mental health walks outside enough. And then, so Donald Trump and Elon Musk took over the news cycle last night, with Musk not interviewing, but more having a conversation with Donald Trump for about 2 hours live on X, which is something that one side called a fantastic call, showing Donald Trump's side when he's not being adversarial. But at the same time, you had other people saying it was 2 hours of the dumbest bitches you know saying, exactly. And the reality of the situation, it's up to you. It's like we always say on the show, perception is reality. And as far as what actually happened in the conversation, it started with Donald Trump telling the story of the assassination attempt on his life at the Pennsylvania rally on July 13th. Then, after a lot of guiding from Elon Musk, they spent a lot of time talking about immigration.
These are rough people. These are people that are in jail for murder and all sorts of things, and they're releasing them into our country.
So there, you had people noting that there's a mountain of research that's shown that there is no link between immigration and higher levels of crime. Which on that note, that was just one of the false claims that he made during the call, with him continuing with false claims about immigration, but also global warming and sea levels, inflation, the legitimacy of the 2020 election, taxes, and the list goes on. But then beyond that, Donald Trump shared that one of the first things that he would do was close up the Department of Education, which, hey, wouldn't you know it, is also a policy outlined in Project 2025. You also had Musk pitching a role for himself in a potential future Trump administration, with Musk calling for a government commission to ensure the taxpayer money is spent effectively, and saying,
and I'd be happy to help out on such a commission.
I'd love
if it were formed.
Well, you're the greatest cutter. I mean, I look at what you do.
The greatest cutter.
You want to quit? They go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike, and you say, that's okay. You're right.
Listen to his dentures and stuff. Gross. Why are you trying to run the country? It's like a fucking toddler trying to run a country.
All gone. You're all gone.
I think you should be in Florida golfing. God damn it. God damn it, God damn it.
Which then, funny enough, led to the United Auto Workers Union filing an unfair labor practice charge against Trump and Musk, arguing that they illegally intimidated workers with those statements. But then really, I mean, beyond that, there's obviously more we could talk about here, but Trump really didn't say anything that unexpected. It was kind of like if you've ever actually watched a full Trump rally, he just kind of goes on and on. It was just that Elon Musk was also there. Just, yeah, nervous, laughing, stammering away. Though also, I will say, there's been a lot of conversation about other aspects of this call. I mean, one thing that got a lot of people asking questions was the fact that Donald Trump sometimes sounded like he had a lisp or was slurring in his speech.
It's his dentures. He has dentures. He's so old that his dentures are falling out. You want him to run the goddamn country? You're a traitor like him.
Done an interview.
And I mean, the same goes for Joe. You guys are both traitors, Democrats and Republicans. I don't care about pissing off both sides. You pissed me off. Both sides pissed me off. Fuck your denture wearing, goddamn fucking geriatric dinosaurs roam the earth, fucking diaper Don, fucking old, like, you know, decrepit dinosaurs running our country into the ground, talking about maybe one or two policies when 6,000 would suffice, and you know, doing nothing.
This whole scam started. And what I'm going to do, one of the first acts, and this is where I need an Elon Musk. I need somebody that has a lot of strength and courage and smarts. I want to close up Department of Education.
And you had the BBC recording more than
Close up the
20,000
Department of
posts during
Education.
the conversation. The with that, you had Trump's spokesperson telling people that it must just be their hearing. Though I will say, I don't think that he was necessarily slurring or had a lisp. I think it's very possible that it was an audio glitch or a compression issue, because there are clips of Donald Trump speaking in the room, not through X audio, and he sounds fine there. Also, though, speaking of glitches, the other big thing was the fact that the whole conversation was delayed by more than 40 minutes due to technical difficulties. And there, about 18 minutes in, you had Musk claiming that the event was under a massive DDoS or denial of service attack, or which is basically when someone floods a website with traffic in order to overwhelm it and knock it offline. But I will say, as of recording, it is still not clear that this was an actual attack at all. I mean, the site has had issues in the past, and that's not counting when they did that live stream event for Ron DeSantis. But then, with all that said, on the other side of this, you had the Harris campaign commenting on everything, the bromance, the technical issues, the actual content of the interview, writing in a statement. Donald Trump's extremism and dangerous Project 2025 agenda is a feature, not a glitch of his campaign, which was on full display for those unlucky enough to listen into whatever that was
What was
on
that?
X.com. And going on to say, Trump's entire campaign is in service of people like Elon Musk and himself, self-obsessed rich guys who will sell out the middle class and who cannot run a live stream in the year 2024. And then as far as, you know, other reactions we've seen, you have, again, had some people saying it is good to see Trump in this light, right? A number of conservatives saying, hey, it's good to have something that they can point their moderate friends to of, hey, this is what Donald Trump's doing when he's not fighting somebody. But then also at the same time, you have political commentators like Hassan Piker saying it was actually not in Trump's favor to take such a softball interview.
I think one thing that people fail to consider is that Trump actually performs really well in adversarial interviews because he gets, like, bitchy. And when it's a glaze sesh, and I've listened to so many Trump glaze sessions with Sean Hannity where he sucks them, like he gives him that good suck, it's very boring. It comes across as like a very boring, low energy back and forth.
But with all that said, the last thing I'll touch on is Trump's return to X. I mean, since having his account reinstated by Musk, the last time Trump posted on the platform was when he shared his mugshot from the Georgia election subversion case. But now what we've seen is that in the past 24 hours, he's posted several times. And interestingly, his return to X may be actually devaluing his own social media platform, with us seeing the stock of Trump Media and Technology Group, which owns Truth Social, dropping after last night, with it specifically falling more than 3% when the market opened this morning, which is the lowest it's been in months. But also there, I will say, shares have already been trending downwards, which makes sense because really none of the numbers for the company have ever been good. And just last week, the company reported a $16 million loss for the second quarter. But hey, whether you listened to any or all of the call last night, I'd love to know your thoughts here. And then, y'all, do you not hate when you're missing that key ingredient, like syrup for your pancakes or favorite coffee creamer? Well, thanks to the fantastic sponsor of today's show, DoorDash, you can get groceries delivered to you right when you need them. And it's not just just for when you forget that one item or two. You can get your entire grocery shopping list via the DoorDash delivery app. I mean, the DoorDash app, it makes shopping a breeze. You choose from a wide range of items from your favorite local stores, from fresh produce to pantry staples to gifts to pet essentials, all in one place. And the app allows you to customize, substitute, schedule, and track your order, as well as communicate with your shopper while receiving real-time updates. I mean, it really is the all-in-one
Nice,
solution
27
for all your
gold.
lifestyle needs. So the next time that you're running low on groceries or really most anything, you can get them delivered right to your door through DoorDash. Get everything you need when you need it. And use code DeFranco50 to get 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $15 or more at convenience, grocery, or select retail stores. And for me, I mean, it's not like they're just a delivery service. They're your trusted assistant helping you navigate the complexities of modern life. And then we need to talk about how Donald Trump was right. Someone tampered with the voting machine. I'd like you to meet Tina Peters, the former county clerk of Mesa County, Colorado, and a dedicated Trump supporter.
Mesa County, Colorado. Oh no! That's traitor country. Full of right-wing piece of shit Christian cock-sucking fucking Nazi dinosaur fucking traitors. Stay out of Mesa, stay out of Mesa County, Colorado. Stay out of it. Don't listen to anybody who comes from there. Stay out of Mesa County, Colorado.
An election denier, right? And she is in the news because she is.
No, of course she is. Because trust me, don't listen to a word she says. She's a cracked, crazy person from Mesa Verde, Colorado. Not all the people there are bad, but she's bad. But she's bad. She's bad. Stay away, stay away. Don't listen to that fucking nut from Mesa Verde. Same way you shouldn't listen to that other crazy lady who was making out in the DCPA. You know, while she was smoking weed and shit. What's her name? I can't think of her fucking name. 19 gold, huh? I need a higher level one than that. Yeah, there we go. 25 gold, I'll take it. Fine. 33. Honestly, if I could go... That's expensive. If I could get a higher level one, I would. Do Wyzants have bags? I don't know. No, I'll take the werewolf. The direwolf. Werewolf. Direwolf 33 for 22 gold. I'll take it. Alright, let's go feed him. Let's go feed him a chicken and a pig. This spear looks awesome, but you can't really tell where it's gonna attack. Well, can you ride me to the... You, come here. Yes, you. Aw, that's alright. Oh yeah, there we go. All pets attack. I want direwolf attack. Where'd you go? There you are. 5, 6, 3, 4. What I want you to do is move you over, and move you over. We're gonna put... Direwolf, agile evasion. Wow. Anyway, direwolf attack. Can you actually do these things, or? Canine influence, huh? Direwolf attack. Where do we put you? We put you here? Yeah. And then you took me over there to the... Oh, really? Alright, fine. 6. Yeah. Actually, I want to move him there. And... Let's look at Clay Gifts. I'm quarter of the way through. I like this game now. I gotta say, it's a lot more promising than it used to be. We're gonna do battle cries. It's much more threatening. Next level, we get battle cry, which is gonna be fucking sweet. Yeah. So, but this will go over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a shame. Oh well. I like how they get bigger. Like, that's really cool. How's this going? Oh, yeah, we ran off because I heard some buzzing sound like somebody entered my fucking... Somebody entered my thing. Now, I dumped the ore and I'm going back. Oh, I'm out of silver. Gonna buy any... Nope. Gotta do... Oh, am I out of fire crystals? Yeah, I'm out of fire crystals. I'll have to worry about that maybe first. Yeah, we're gonna have to worry about that first, I guess. Okay, well, we'll send off ore and we'll do a supplies run. I only have to do this for 1 or 2 more days, and I'll have like 250, 300,000 gil or something like that. And then I don't have to worry for a bit. I buy my refresh scroll for 155, and I still have other stuff left over. It's other money left over for anything else that I need. See, money's not really coming in. See, but it is to the alts. It's nice. We're sending off. We're sending off copper ingots to Cat Monies to see what money she's made so far. Hit okay. I want to melt those beast coins to get the last stack and send that too. Hopefully. Yeah, I'll do all the beast coins because they're taking up space that they shouldn't be. Okay, so what else? I have all of this stuff. I'm just gonna start stacking it till it's like full. I'm beginning to see a little bit better how to do some of this. Yep. And so individual things that don't stack should not be in the main. There's a scoundrel head. We'll just sell it. Yeah. Small, rough, white oak bowl. I don't know. It is of rough quality, yeah. So, yep, stuff that'll stack, I just want to be in the main. Stuff that doesn't, I want out, right? Like these axes, these eggs, anything... what's this now? Oh, God. Get out stations, anomalies, warp. Oh, God, are they going to hit me? Nope. Let me respond before it lands. Here it is. Go, go. I need to bring my heal over here because that's good rep. It's a lot of incoming damage, but... Okay, so... Why? Why? You will not right click anything. What's going on? You won't do anything. Why? What's your fucking deal? You will not right-click anything. Will you right-click things and other things? Or whatever? Yeah, you'll right-click things, just not on EvE. Okay, there you go. No, you're not right-clicking things. I need you to relog or something. Well, no, you won't. Will you do it out there? No, you won't right-click space. You are screwed up or something. I want you to quit game immediately. Quit game immediately before I die. Quit game immediately. Alt F4. Quit game immediately. Oh my god, what are you doing? You full-blown fucking froze or something. Stop. Line is running. I don't want it running anymore. Stop it. Yep, I want you to stop this game. I want you to actually do what I told you to do. Yeah, I want you to actually stop this game now. Did you stop it? Nope. I need you to stop this game now. Yeah, stop the game now. Stop the game now. What are you doing? Jesus Christ, man. Stop the game now. Thank you. Piece of shit cocksucking fucking Windows. Worthless ass space of billions of dollars of fucking taxpayers' money and wasted time. Piece of shit fucking worthless software that barely works. Sucking dick all day, right on stream, right in front of everybody, every single fucking day. Fucking Microsoft. Every single day. Every single day.
Let me show you.
I am looking to sell these two things. Good. I also need bandages. 100 bandages. 100 bandages. And
Nice talking to you.
a torch. Okay, I got bandages and a torch. Oh no, I didn't. Oh yeah, not a torch. Yeah, I got a torch. Nope. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put this away, and now my direwolf is not following me. Oh no, it is. It is. It's just I'm full. Yeah. So let's cure some meat for him, but not much meat for him. Like I don't know, 5. So he doesn't leave me. You know. How much is 500 of it? It's like 10 pounds, right? No, it's like 6 pounds. So let's get another 500 of it. Okay, and yep. Now we will go to the dungeons and kill people and scoundrels. You. Wait. Yes, you. Come with me. Nope. Can I get wolf armor? Is there wolf armor? Let's go see what's available for wolves. I don't think there is anything, but let's just see. Pet equipment armor for wolf. Can you get wolf armor? I don't think so. But let's just go look, see what they have. Sort by cost. What other sort of armor can we get? Heavy bear. Heavy bear. Heavy horse. Heavy, I should ride bears. I should only ride bears because they're both, not only are they a good tank, but they're also like a really good fucking ride. Wolves are good. Alright, let's just go get ganked again, as usual. Now, what's happening here? What happened to EvE? Oh, yeah, that's right. You took a shit. I forgot. Couldn't even right-click anything. You're dumb. Windows is dumb. I am slightly... My character is slightly tired, and I'm probably going to need to sit down. Thank you, Wolf. Oh, no. Oops. Oh, yeah, and the bandages, too. Well, there goes that ability. Whatever. I think there's normally dudes down here. I don't know. There's normally guards down here, but I guess not. Alright. Oh, shit.
Has now been convicted of tampering with voting machines. Right, so let me paint the scene for you. It is spring of 2021 in Mesa County, and like many others, Tina has latched onto the idea that Dominion voting machines were used to rig the election against Donald Trump. And in April, she reportedly hears of an impending update to the machines that's going to delete the data that would supposedly prove this. And so she is said to have asked for help and was put into contact with an associate of Mike Lindell. Yes, the My Pillow guy. And of course, yes, also
My Pillow?
an election denier.
Oh no,
Today,
not the
she
My
was
Pillow
working on
guy.
an
He's
office
back?
person named
Oh
Conan
no.
Hayes, a server turned tech expert, to watch the software update and make copies of the hard drive using the security badge of an employee who worked for her. And once Hayes had access to the machine, he reportedly was able to capture county passwords and sensitive information about Dominion's proprietary software, which is how within months that data is said to have been online at Mike Lindell's symposium, which was an event questioning the results of the 2020 election. And with this, Tina was indicted on 10 charges back in 2022. From that time to now, it's just been riddled with insanity. At one point, she violated the conditions of her bond and a protective order by sending an email to the Mesa County Clerk's office to request a recount of the Secretary of State primary election that she lost. In her trial, the prosecution argued Tina tricked election workers and public employees to let an outsider take pictures of the hard drives of the county's election system, right, in order to paint herself as the hero at Lindell's event. And with this, you had a lawyer for the Colorado Attorney General's office saying the defendant was a fox guarding the hen. It was her job to protect the election equipment, and she turned on it and used her power for her own advantage. And as for the defense, they just argued that she was trying to maintain records to help determine if any foreign individuals accessed the voting system while the results were being counted. All along, according to the New York Times, the judge in Tina's case often had to redirect the defense back to Tina's behavior rather than theories about Dominion's voting machine. With the defense at one point even requesting to subpoena the top lawyer from Dominion to testify, which is a request that was denied in the judge writing. The issue herein seems to be a reoccurring theme. Defendant wanting to make the case about the security of voting machines, purported collusion between Dominion and government authorities, and the like. This court has yet to see an evidentiary basis for the admission of this type of evidence. Not to mention that Dominion has already sued both Fox News and other major election deniers for defamation over these conspiracy theories, even getting a nearly $800 million settlement. And after closing arguments wrapped up, the jury deliberated for nearly 5 hours and found Tina Peters guilty on 7 criminal charges. With that, including 3 counts of attempting to influence a public servant, 1 count of conspiracy to commit criminal impersonation, first-degree official misconduct, and violation of duty. And as far as what's next, she's set to be sentenced at the beginning of October, and she could be facing multiple years in prison. With all of this, kind of being history, because reportedly this conviction is the first time that prosecutors have managed to hold a local election official accountable for a security breach of a voting machine used in 2020. And then, in big international news, we got to talk about how this Ukrainian...
Where did the wolf go?
...deep into Russian territory. Or, I mean, we saw last Tuesday Ukrainian troops just pouring into a Russian border region from several directions. That was actually super notable because until now, it was really only anti-Kremlin Russian volunteers that had gone into Putin's territory. But now, I mean, we're talking about battle-tested Ukrainian forces making their way across the border. And with that, we've also now received official acknowledgement from Zelensky that the Ukrainian military is in fact operating inside Russian border areas. And in fact, there is evidence that up to 10,000 Ukrainian troops from at least 4 brigades and possibly more are involved, with Ukraine's top commander claiming they've taken control of 1,000 square kilometers of Russian territory, which is about as much land as Russia has taken so far this year. And of course, that may be an overestimate. But either way, that is nothing compared to the 100,000 square kilometers Russia's taken from Ukraine since the conflict started back in 2014. But again, this is still a massive deal. I mean, for more than a decade since Russia first invaded Ukraine and annexed Crimea, Putin's war has never directly affected the Russian people in this way. But that started to change this year when Ukraine began using drones and missiles to strike deeper inside Russia. It has become more and more of the case, especially since the US and allies gave permission to carry out limited strikes inside Russia using the weapons supply. But even with that said, thousands of boots on the ground, that's a whole different story. With that, the Russian military has reportedly struggled to deal with the attack. The acting governor in the affected region claiming that Ukrainian forces had taken control of 28 settlements, as well as saying that 12 civilians had been killed. The government there also declaring a federal level emergency in the affected area, and about 121,000 people have left or been evacuated from combat areas, with another 11,000 reportedly fleeing from a district in the neighboring region. Now that said, Russian reinforcements, including elite special forces units and mercenaries, have reportedly started to arrive in their place. And in fact, what we're seeing is that Putin's actually being forced to pull some troops out of Ukraine and back into its own territory to try to fend off this assault, which is also likely one of the objectives of this Ukrainian offensive. But there, I should also say, it is one of many. Right? One Ukrainian official telling AFP that the aim was to inflict maximum losses and to destabilize the situation in Russia. And at that point, you have people like one former US ambassador to NATO telling the BBC that is not going to be lost on the elites in Russia. It's not going to be lost on the public. Putin has provoked attacks on the Russian territory itself, and people are having to be evacuated. That's quite something. And then on top of that, there's the possibility that this brings back international attention to the war and drums up renewed support for Ukraine. And with that, Republican Lindsey Graham was actually in Kyiv this week describing Ukraine's cross-border operation as bold and brilliant. And then on the other side of the aisle, you had Democrat Richard Blumenthal calling this historic and a seismic breakthrough. And the two of them actually releasing a joint statement this week saying they are more hopeful than ever that the tide of the war has turned against Putin and his cronies, adding that bipartisan support for Ukraine is critical to American interests. With that, on top of providing aid, there's speculation that the lack of an immediate forceful response from Russia could encourage allies to lift the limits in place on using Western-supplied long-range weapons inside Russia. But then also with this, Putin's given his own reason for why he thinks Ukraine's launched this attack, saying that it was actually aimed at improving Kyiv's negotiating position ahead of possible talks. But then there finally, you had Zelensky also saying it's meant to stop Moscow's forces from firing shells across the border at Ukraine and to capture prisoners of war who can be exchanged for their own troops in future prisoner swaps. But with all of that said, to be very clear, this is still a massively uphill battle for Ukraine. Although the raid has reportedly provided a much-needed boost to morale, Ukrainian forces are still undermanned.
I'm sorry.
Without mentioning, they are still facing relentless Russian attacks along the more than 600-mile front line. And in fact, the Russian Defense Ministry claimed that Ukraine has lost hundreds of soldiers in just the last few days of fighting. Well, yes, those numbers may be exaggerated. There is no doubt that this bold attack has come with a cost. Or while Russia has pulled back some troops, others have continued their offensive in parts of Ukraine. And in fact, some are saying there's a risk that Putin will be so pissed off by this incursion that he could step up his attacks on Ukraine's civilian population and infrastructure. And actually with that, today we've been seeing Russia striking back at the Ukrainian forces that have crossed the border, specifically hitting them with missiles, drones, and airstrikes and actions that they're now saying has halted Ukraine's advance. So ultimately, while this could be a tide shifter, there is a lot more that could happen. So for now, we'll have to wait to see how this situation develops from here. And then, dog parents have reported noticeable health improvements in their pups, including softer fur, fresher breath, better poops, and more energy when switching to Sunday's dog food. And I know many of you know I'm a dog person and it matters to me what I feed them. And thanks to our fantastic sponsor of the PDS, Sundays, they're the brand I trust when it comes to my dogs. Co-founded by a practicing veterinarian, Sundays is made from a short list of human-grade ingredients containing 90% meat, 10% veggies, and 0 synthetic nutrients. And seriously, our dogs are obsessed with this food. I mean, they see the box, it's the same response as when we give them treats. And then the treat for us is the convenience of home delivery. I mean, I'm no longer getting caught scrambling in the pantry for scraps to feed them with when I forget things. And get this, Sundays uses an air dry process. So unlike other fresh dog food, it doesn't require refrigeration. You just pour and serve, and it's super easy to store. Also, did I mention that it costs 40% less than other healthy dog food brands? Just go to sundaysfordogs.com/Bill to get 50% off your first order of Sunday. 50% off your first order of dog food with human-grade ingredients. sundaysfordogs.com/Bill. Your dog will be happy you did. And then there are a few things I hate more on this planet than mosquitoes, and fun fact, they are just getting worse. Because among the various cool and fun things that climate change is doing to the planet right now, it has made mosquito season longer. You know, since the spring is warmer, they breed earlier, and since the winter is warmer, they survive longer. But not only are there more of them, they're also moving into higher latitudes. And so that means that people in regions like North America and Europe, not only are they seeing more mosquitoes, they're seeing higher rates of mosquito mosquito-borne illness, which is why this year you may have noticed a bunch of headlines noting cases of West Nile virus, for example, in different states and counties across the United States. With it now having spread to over half the country and several people according to federal data, it is really hard to get a clear picture of the number of cases. Because while West Nile accounts for 73% of all mosquito-borne disease cases in the US, most cases are asymptomatic. In fact, according to the CDC, only about 1 in 5 people show symptoms, but when they do, they do. Are you staring down the barrel of headaches, body aches, joint pain, rashes, vomiting, diarrhea? And then while most of the time you will recover completely, fatigue and weakness, that could last for weeks or even months. Or in extreme cases, we're talking about like 1 in 150, you'll develop a serious illness like encephalitis or meningitis, which then can result in even worse and sometimes permanent symptoms like tremors, vision loss, numbness, and paralysis. And then in about 1 of 10 cases there, you die. And the risk there being much greater if you're older or you have certain other medical conditions. And then a fun thing to top it all off is there are no vaccines or medicines that prevent this. But that's also just West Nile. Right? We've also seen an explosion of dengue fever this year. There being cases reported in Florida, Hawaii, Texas, Arizona, and California. And so with all this, you have the question of, well, what can I do? And I mean, first off, you could avoid mosquitoes, which yes, I know is easier said than done. They're super small, they're silent, they are hard to spot, but there are a few things that you can do to mitigate your risk. Things like using mosquito repellent, wearing pants and long sleeves, which are things that I've become allergic to recently, making sure that your house is air conditioned and that all your windows are either shut or screened. Also a big thing is that mosquitoes lay their eggs in stagnant water, so you should eliminate any open containers like old tires and empty cans that could accumulate water. It's also recommended you drain the water from bird baths, wading pools, and saucers under potted plants weekly. And then other than that, you could, I guess, technically vote for politicians who will fund public health departments that are responsible for tracking, testing, and controlling mosquito populations, but I also do not know how high of a priority on the list of things you care about from politicians controlling mosquito populations is. But yeah, just some fun news. And then, is it possible to actually create a tobacco-free generation? Like, kids today grow up and never develop smoking habits. And I ask because that is the goal of a new wave of laws that would prevent people born after a certain year from ever buying these products. But some also think that it infringes on personal freedom. And a lot of this actually starts in small towns across Massachusetts, right? And efforts in the state go back to 2020 when the town of Brookline banned tobacco and e-cigarette sales to anyone born after January 1st of 2000, which made it the first law of its kind in the country. And so even as that generation turns 21, 40, and so on, they can't pick up a pack of smokes at their local convenience store. And with that, you had Catherine Silva, a lawyer and co-sponsor of the ordinance, previously telling Boston University Today that, quote, "We've known since the 1960s that tobacco is unhealthy, and the science hasn't changed. And the tobacco industry has always said, we're not trying to get new users. They've been saying that for decades, and we keep getting new users anyway, so it can't be true, right? This idea says we're leaving current smokers alone, but that we ought to have a plan to phase it out. And this ordinance is actually getting a lot of attention lately because the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court upheld the ban after local business owners sued. The court deciding there that local communities have a lengthy history of regulating tobacco products, saying for decades, such local laws have coexisted with state laws, often augmenting available statewide protections.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Thumbs up, other towns in Massachusetts are now following Brookline's steps, with part of the appeal being that the law doesn't impact current smokers, or those who've already made the habit of buying tobacco and they can still do so. Which is why Silva told Time magazine back in 2021 that the rule is big in its potential impact, but small in the way that it'll disrupt daily life. And adding there that businesses will only lose new customers incrementally, and the people who were already knocking at the door, they don't have to go anywhere. There, you have convenience store owners arguing the ban is bad for business because their stores are no longer convenient if new generations are barred from buying one of their primary products. Others have also questioned if the rules are even effective, with the executive director of the New England Convenience Store and Energy Marketers Association telling the Washington Post, "You don't have to be a nicotine user to think this is a little bit ridiculous. It's virtue signaling of the worst kind by these boards of health, especially since these rules only apply to these specific towns, and in the case of Brookline, it's essentially nestled right into Boston. So, nothing's actually stopping Brookline residents from walking into Boston just buying cigarettes there. With others also arguing that it limits the freedom of adults who should be able to make their own decisions. For example, one convenience store worker explaining to the Post that some customers are just shocked, and adding there, they say, I can drink alcohol and buy marijuana? What is this? And all of this is some think that smoking's also just become a smaller issue in recent years anyway. And there, adult cigarette use hit an all-time low in 2022 at just 11%. Back in the mid-60s, the rate was 42%. Though also in recent years, e-cigarettes have seen an uptick. But in Brookline specifically, smoking rates are even lower than the national average. We even had Brookline's previous health director telling Time that he actually didn't like the plan because his job is to reduce mortality and he just didn't think this would move the needle. But that also doesn't take away from just how lethal smoking is when you look at the bigger picture. According to the CDC, cigarette smoking is still the leading cause of preventable death in the US, taking almost 500,000 lives a year. That's more than the number of people killed in car accidents, murders, suicides, and drug overdoses combined. Smoking also costs the US hundreds of billions of dollars in healthcare spending and lost productivity every year, which is also part of the reason these laws were introduced in the first place. So that maybe the generations ahead won't die in the hundreds of thousands because of a habit that most regret picking up anyway. So now we're seeing Boston suburbs trying to introduce bans regulations in lockstep with one another so that they can be effective and people can't just hop town borders, with some already barring tobacco sales for people born after 2004. And also with this, it will be very interesting to see if this wave spreads, because as places like the Washington Post have noted, there is precedent for the nation to follow Massachusetts' lead when it comes to health. For example, Needham, Massachusetts, that was the first town in the country to raise the tobacco purchase age to 21 back in 2005, and when you know it, that's now the nationwide age. Brookline was also early to ban flavors and tobacco products, and Massachusetts was the first state to fully do so. So there's history there that, you know, everything starts with a baby step that later catches on. And notably, the state is not alone in looking at this. I mean, you just hop across the pond to the UK and they're weighing a similar policy. There being plans over there that would ban anyone from 2009 on from buying cigarettes, without actually having cross-party support after Rishi Sunak introduced it earlier this year, but of course he and the Conservative government, they lost the snap election before it could go through. Also, in July, the newly elected Labour Party said that it would reintroduce that, with many health officials applauding the decision. Though of course there, just like in the US, not everyone is on board. Some smoking rights advocates saying that it stands to make smoking look even cooler by turning these products into forbidden fruit, also arguing that it's just going to force more people to turn to the black market. Though of course with this conversation there's a question of, okay, well, if you make this a law, what happens then? And well, there we see in one way that it plays out, because this all might sound kind of familiar, and that's because New Zealand actually passed a strict generational ban on cigarette sales when Jacinda Ardern was prime minister there, with them even partially modeling it after Brookline's effort. But notably there, in November of 2023, before it had fully come to fruition, the new Conservative government gave it the boot, with them not really giving too many details as to why they were doing away with it, though you did have their finance minister, Nicola Willis, saying, "We still want to see lowered numbers of people smoking, but we do not think that the outgoing government's policy is the best way to achieve that." And that notably isn't the only place where a concept like this has fizzled out. Last year, for example, a member of California's state assembly tried to bring forward a plan to phase out tobacco sales, but per Cal Matters, it was quickly shelved after not gaining enough traction. So while yes, this does seem to be a growing trend, it is pretty rocky right now. And so obviously, while we'll have to wait to see how this plays out, what are your thoughts about not only this situation, but the idea in general of a generational ban? Are you for it? Are you against it? Why not? But that, my friends, is the end of your Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning dive into the news. Thank you for being a part of another daily Clubhouse meeting. Love your faces.
Yeah, it was good. It was good shit. Oops, gotta check my stream. Gotta check my YouTube. Oh, I never did my YouTube, and I gotta catch it before 3 hours go by. Oh, actually, I need to get mounted up because these people could be right the fuck behind me. Go, 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 go. They probably are. They're probably right behind me. Go, 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 go. See, the AFK gets me killed all the time. Now, what's that? That's some dude's loot. Oh. Mm-hmm. That's some dude's loot. It just disappeared, I think. It just disappeared while I was looking at it. Oh my god, this dude's fucking loot disappeared while I was looking at it. It is so annoying. Why would... Oh no, there it is, there it is. I was like, what was that, man? Okay, disable criminal, enable criminal. What's in this? 1100 water, but if I take this, it will aggro the cops to me. Which, I don't need this. I don't need that. I'm gonna turn off the... Oh, yep. Am I full? Yeah, I'm full. Best play is to probably dump it. I mean, it is goddamn prime time. I'm gonna go back and put this away. Duck.
Warp drive active.
And duck. Oh, yeah, I have to send fire crystals, and I totally spaced it. Oops. So, yeah, we log to an all, probably black screen. Honestly, I'll just shut down. It's basically the same thing. Get on the fucking wolf. Get on the wolf. Oh, get on the wolf now. Get on the wolf now. You're so annoying. Let's go.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
What was that? He hit the goddamn... He hit the fucking general and it blew me up. Fucking dick. What was that? Why is it so long to get on that wolf? In real life, it would be half a second, maybe. You're stupid. Instead, it's like this fucking 13-second fucking process to get on the wolf. It's bullshit. What was this? I want to kill that idiot. I'm going to buy his spear and I'm going to come right the fuck back at him. If he's on foot, I'm going to fuck him. I'm going to come back naked with a fucking spear. That was so annoying. That was so annoying. See, every time I go out, I get killed by some asshole. It's so stupid. What was that? Fucking zombie aggro came out of nowhere. Why? Okay. Why am I running back? Oh my god. Whatever. Well, if it was easy, it would have sucked. I can always chop more trees to pay for the fucking loss of the goddamn kits. It's fine. It's like any Rust game. It's fine. You know, just accept it. It's fine. What the fuck was that? I'm not gonna be able to like report this guy or whatever. Yeah, conjure a report for murder. God fucking damn it. All I did was pop in for a fucking a skeleton, and suddenly there's this mage on me from nowhere. The fuck was that? And the spell cast was like 2 seconds too. When I cast a fucking heal, it's 5 seconds. But when that guy casts a fireball that does 3/4 of my health bar, it's 2 seconds. It's insane. It's like, what was that, man? I guess it's because of skills. Yeah. Fucking killed my wolf. That son of a bitch. Oh my god. Let's go back and see if I can get the wolf. I just want to buy a spear, which will be what, like 10 gold, 15 gold, 20. I don't know. Take 20 gold. Buy a fucking spear. Hurry up, you. Maybe I better get to start making my own spears. Equipment, melee. I want a spear, and I'm going back for that motherfucker right now. Fuck this guy. Okay, first good spear is 15. Yep, buy item. Then we go to pet armor, then we go to armor parts, and we search, and we're gonna buy anything light, rice our plate, left arm, banded left arm, quality leather, rustic garment, torso. I need a helm. No helms? You guys just don't make helms or what? What does that mean? Alright, I'm getting bored, but I mean like... There, buy that. That for a gold 50. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. That noise is so annoying. Bandit right arm. Bandit left arm. Plate leggings. God damn it, that wolf was fucking expensive, that son of a bitch. Fine, just buy it. Whatever. You didn't do it? I told you to buy it. Did you do it? Buy the item. You can't afford that, Adam. Okay, well. Oh, there we go. Oh, I should have rested while I was doing this. Wait, go back to the bank. I'm going to rest while I do this. Fucking mage one-shot me. What the fuck was that?
Back here tomorrow.
The running joke about Valve is that they've never been able to hit a 3. Maybe that changes in the future. There's been some indication that another proper Half-Life single-player game is in development. Maybe that is Half-Life 3. But they have also not really released a lot of games. Obviously, we had Half-Life Alyx. They've continued work on Counter-Strike, Dota, and all of that. And right now, they have an unpublished game called Deadlock, which is a hero shooter 6v6. It's been in development for quite a while. It's in an alpha state, and people have been posting clips here and there, leaking stuff online about it. This is an unpublished game. Like, what I mean by that is that Valve has not at all mentioned anything about its existence. All we've heard about is some of these play tests that some players have been invited to. Now, the big thing is that journalists, gaming YouTubers, influencers, all of that, they have not officially talked about this really in any capacity. Obviously, some information has been leaked. Like, this is a great example of a Deadlock. Valve's unannounced 6v6 shooter has cracked the top 100 played games on Steam as invites continue to be sent out. Obviously, everybody thinks that an announcement is probably coming very, very soon, but yeah, 18,000 people are playing this game and information has leaked online. But in official capacity from actual outlets, YouTubers, it really has not happened that much. There's been discussion about it, but not a lot of talk about the actual contents of what Deadlock is going for. Now, YouTubers in the past have also done stuff
Kill my
like
wolf.
leaking, information that they're not supposed to. This was a big story last year in which Dan Allen Gaming, a YouTuber, hid behind another account and just started leaking stuff from NDAs and stuff he had signed with Ubisoft. So a lot of information got out, and he got exposed, and he was condemned by the entire gaming industry. Now, though, we move to The Verge, and this is the big story of the day. You guys are all familiar with The Verge, but we played Valve's secret new shooter, Deadlock. It's like Overwatch, Dota 2, and Team Fortress 2 all baked into a pie. Some people kind of take issue with it being compared to Overwatch, but whatever. It's been nearly 5 years since Valve announced a truly new game, and counting, Valve still has not announced Deadlock.
Can I have my spear back that he robbed me for?
But that hasn't stopped
in the graveyard?
20,000 people from trying the game, including me. And I'm not under NDA. I have signed no contracts and made no verbal agreements. I haven't even clicked through a EULA.
Never mind. Good hunting.
The thing about this article is that a lot of people are saying this is an actual informal NDA. This is an agreement that your Valve is reaching out, making sure that you agree to. And as a journalistic, company, The Verge, they should know better because nobody else at all has published anything. Anybody of note in this gaming industry, from journalists to YouTubers. This is the thing that they ignore. And they say this message does pop up when I launch Deadlock, but I didn't click OK. So clever, I guess. I hit the escape key and watched it disappear. Screenshot by Sean Hollister of The Verge. And again, this is an early development build. That probably shouldn't be the case, but you could have easily reached out to Valve and asked them, hey, is this A-okay? Because what is the journalistic value of leaking this entire game that in of itself is an early development build? Deadlock is still early in development with a lot of temporary art and experimental gameplay. Do not share anything about the game with anyone. So, congratulations. They say, earlier today I received a no-strings-attached invite to play Deadlock on Steam. That's not true, is it? Steam claims the game is made by Valve.
Thank you, Legacy Killa. Thank you, Legacy Killa. I like Legacy Killa. I'm going to start watching all of his stuff. I didn't know he was this good. I'm going to like and sub to your channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll watch a bunch of your stuff, buddy. I'll come to your channel now, and I'll watch, like, 15, 20 videos in a row, see what everything he has to say. Because this seems like maybe he might be the actual skill up, The actual skill up without the shill part.
About some of the stuff about Deadlock, and it just
this guy is not shilling.
The game's
He is
director
not
contained
shilling
Valve
for these
legal
fucking
notices,
assholes.
though
These
Valve-
pieces of shit developers are destroying the goddamn software industry from the Microsoft all the way down to the fucking Tetris programs. They're destroying every aspect of it, and this guy's not a goddamn shill for them like Ralph. And I actually kind of like him a little bit more. He definitely does not hold the punches. He definitely is trying to kick them in the balls for trying to kick us in the balls. And I think of the developers as the goddamn enemies. Their mismanagement is the enemy, you know? Wait, oh yeah, if you have like jump power, you can get up this. Is that kind of the thing? Do you not? No, they don't want you coming out. They only want you coming out, not in. Is that the idea? No, I don't know. It looks like I can maybe get up there. I just have to actually do it. Are you gonna block me here? Is that the idea? Have you made this impossible, or kind of seems like it? How far up can I go? Is it the gravity, or is it you blocking me? I can't tell. It's the gravity, I think. Or sorry, it's you blocking me. I can't tell. Is it invisible wall or gravity? Because I just want to go back in the cave, but I didn't know that you couldn't do it from this angle. Oh yeah, they have definitely screwed with the rocks here. Definitely. Oh, at least it didn't hurt. No, apparently you can't go in the cave from this angle. I guess. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Maybe I'm just not approaching the right way. Oh, I wasn't approaching the right way is what it is. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I was like, you let me go in the rear end, right?
Valve didn't respond to my request for comment. I'm completely convinced that it's legit. And again, people have said that you can go to the Discord servers and have a conversation about this and find out if it's a-okay. And if you are curious to know if this was okay for The Verge to be doing, well, let's go down further into this article. I'm going to move past all of the leaked content that they weren't supposed to reveal. And it says, update, August 12th. Turns out Valve was not fine with me trying Deadlock with friends. I've been banned from matchmaking. Oh well. Please feel free to make fun of me in the comments, which making fun of is not exactly what's happening. It's more so people are pointing out the unprofessional nature of this article, and people are bashing The Verge because, you know...
Because,
Verge
yeah, that's
being
fucked up.
trusted with the gaming community. You guys know that PC build video.
You know, I think I want to move my Hilo over here so I can shoot those ships when they show
Tom
up.
Warren, one of the senior editors at The Verge, he was the one who posted this article on his Twitter account, and as you can see, he had a full-on fucking meltdown. We played Valve's new secret shooter, Deadlock, and yeah, this reply was hidden by the original post author. We didn't agree to any NDAs.
She looks fatter now.
And then he did get community noted, which is not popping up here, but it says, the game is still early in development and everything is a work in progress. There's nothing confirmed about the game. The author blatantly ignored an informal NDA, asking them not to share any information about the game, and thus was just banned from the playtest. And then I guess he takes it as, takes pride in it, I suppose. And, yeah, if you're curious, what are these hidden replies? It has to be some really nasty things people are saying. Well, let's take a look at it. The first thing that you see when you open the game is a request not to leak any beta footage. Very unprofessional from The Verge once again. Almost 3,000 likes on that one. Way to ignore the NDA. If I did this with a game I was contracted to test, I would be blacklisted by my employer. And that's exactly what happens in this gaming industry. YouTubers and all of that, they are blacklisted for doing stuff like this. This is wildly disrespectful to the devs when they specifically ask you not to talk about it when you launch the game. And again, this is different from having a gaming scoop, in my opinion. This is Valve lets you have the opportunity. They gave you early access. I've never broken an NDA myself or an embargo or anything, because I understand that this kind of is a privilege in of itself to be playing a game like this early. The Verge basically argues, well, the little notice that says I'm not supposed to share any footage, I can escape it, so I guess that means I'm okay. That's so ridiculous. Yeah, just spit in the face to not only the devs, but also the people playtesting the game and keeping their mouths shut for months. Actually, crazily disrespectful to everyone involved. Anything for clicks, I suppose. And then, yeah, you see some of the other comments. But most of this is pretty... I don't understand why we're hiding these replies while we're blocking this type of stuff. And then one of the viral comments coming from an actual YouTuber, Mischief, he said, Tom Warren is apparently not a fan of being held to the most bare minimum levels of journalistic standards in existence. If you're the senior editor of a news agency and partaking in or defending such malicious behavior against developers, then you should take a step back. And yeah, he blocked him for making a post about this. The post, which is pretty much a summary of what I've been saying throughout this video. The literal first thing that appears when you open Deadlock is a message requesting that you not leak any of the alpha. This is an absurdly unprofessional move from The Verge here, but anything for the first scoop, I guess. And yeah, that post has about 15,000 likes on it right now. And you can see he blocked him. We did see other individuals pointing out that Tyler McVicker, a prominent Valve content creator, Xpaw, and Gabe follower, who reported every single drip that comes from Valve, were the first ones to get access to this, haven't said a word about the game because they respected the gentleman's agreement given to them. Horrible outlook for The Verge. And that's the thing. This playtest for Deadlock has been going on for months, and it's surprising how little actually has gotten out. And from content creators, journalists, for none of them are publishing this for a reason because they understand the agreement with Valve. I guess The Verge just doesn't care, and they think, we got off because the build doesn't properly work, and the fact that you don't have to necessarily agree with that statement. They can click escape, which is definitely unintentional, I think, on Valve's part. It's definitely something that's forced based on the reaction with them, banning The Verge from playing the game anymore. And yeah, a member of your party, Starfire 2058, is permanently banned from playing this mode. Now, we did see other people pointing out the managing editor of The Verge publicly scoffs at an embargo from Valve on a game in beta, gets banned, instead of resuming good faith relationship with massively important source and trade presence, decides to triple down and turn off replies. Yeah, that's also another thing with that original post from Tom Warren. You can't post it anymore. He turned off replies. Cowardly, in my opinion. But this was his reaction to all the outrage people had with the article. He said, me looking at a quote-unquote informal NDA, keep out or enter, I'm a sign, not a cop. We did see other journalists defending him, saying it's so disappointing that The Verge did not under the legally bounding, hey, be cool, man, screen at the beginning of Valve's unannounced game that has 20,000 concurrent players. There's a massive difference with that, especially coming from what's supposed to be a professional outlet, in my opinion. Another journalist saying it's really weird to act like The Verge broke some sacrosanct NDA in talking about Valve's new game when there are literally tens of thousands of people, again, they keep going on with this, playing it right now, visible on Steam, which likely means hundreds of thousands of people with access. It's no secret. The only people acting weird in the situation are Valve, who seem to think running a semi-open beta with public invites is something that they can keep a lid on. Well, they've been pretty successful in terms of gaming outlets and YouTubers and journalists up until now. We did see another journalist saying everyone dick-riding Valve over a poorly enforced NDA is impossibly dorky. This is journalism, not PR. The fuzzy distinction between those two was a constant source of frustration to me when I was a journo. And then we did see Rod Breslow, another prominent journalist, saying, as someone who leaks and may or may not have already been training to become a Deadlock God gamer, I wouldn't and would have reported this yet. Seems like a dick move to Valve, and that's a big thing. It's not like, we're not talking about the legality of it, it's just extremely unprofessional, and it's a bad look. Yeah, dick move to Valve. However, let's be real, this game is not exactly a secret, and he gives that what other journalists have been saying. And your favorite pro player is playing it right now, but your favorite pro player isn't talking about it right now. I think that's a big distinction. And yeah, Tom Warren, again, he's just continued to double down on this, pointing out there's so many people playing this game, it's not a secret. Us leaking all of this information about it, being the first prominent gaming figure to do so, it's not a big deal. And we did see an article coming from Forbes talking about this, and again, it's more defending of them pretty much. The Verge under fire for publishing info about Deadlock, Valve's secret shooter, and then it points out that the loophole here is that it's just the honor system, as Verge editor Tom Warren notes. They did not sign or agree to an NDA, did not make any sort of verbal agreement with Valve about sharing the information. You do not even have to click through the EULA, as if you back out of it, it just goes away and you can play. So The Verge's Sean Hollister got an invite, played the game, and published information about what they played. And again, you can ignore that little agreement thing at the beginning and say it's not a big deal. It really is. It is a gentleman's agreement, and everybody else, mostly, in prominent status in this industry, have agreed to it, except for, I guess, The Verge, who thought that this would be, again, it's a scoop. I guess they wanted those views and they got it. And then Forbes goes on to say, these are the decisions that you make when reporting, and sometimes when something comes down to some people may think I'm a jerk for doing this, you are still going to publish information no one else is running, particularly when you have not agreed to any sort of legally binding NDA or even an embargo. Again, you can say that some people may think I'm a jerk. This is just extremely unprofessional. And yeah, they point out the fact that they're probably going to be blacklisted by Valve in the future. And then Forbes tries to argue it's not that big of a deal because, you know, Valve doesn't publish a lot of games nowadays. But we'll see in the future. Maybe that changes. And I definitely don't think The Verge is going to be getting early access to any of the upcoming projects. Not necessarily just in the gaming landscape, but in terms of tech coming from Valve. Anyway, this is just my take on this situation. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think that this was unprofessional? Do you think that The Verge deserves to be blacklisted? Let me know down in the comment section below.
See, they keep showing up. I want to kill them.
Like if you did enjoy this video or if you found any informative value, and consider subscribing for more videos like this. I'll see you later.
I wonder if you can draw them in weak ships. Like pop out in Ibis, get them to pop. I wonder if that's how it works. They keep showing up on my Venture and my Ibis.
Because today we're talking about a polarizing character, Gypsy.
Oh yeah, my YouTube channel. Oops.
She's a girl online that sounds like this.
This hero is reporting from Aurora, Missouri. I am about to dive off our port.
Which I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna be a bit rude towards her voice. It's very mousy and it's funny. It's funny. What am I supposed to say? It's funny. From an outsider looking in, you might say, well, why is this person so polarizing? Well, you might not know it by looking at her, but she was arrested for second-degree murder. In the murder of her mother, who was a bit of a character as well. Yes, this is a convicted murderer, technically.
I didn't want to have to actually kill her, but I did.
It's a weird gray area because I didn't mention yet that her mother subjected her to lifelong physical, mental, and even medical abuse.
Just proves that happy endings are not just in fairy tales, they're real.
So a lot of people see this as self-defense in a way. A person trapped in a horrible, horrible prison in her own home, lying to the public, and the only way out was murder. It's like a little Sherlock Holmes case. It's a little Inspector Gadget. That's what we need for this. Inspector Gadget could have cleared up the whole situation right there. I mean, on one hand, she's a murderer who should be condemned for her sins, but at least she killed someone who's an evil bitch, right? Or at least that's what the people on social media are saying. The internet loves a good revenge story. It's one of the cruxes of human experiences, or the big evil guy getting his, the little man being able to punch up and kill. God. And in this case, it's Gypsy Rose having somebody from like a vampire website that she was getting fingered by stab her mom like 37 times in the all over her body, just like John Wick. This has been covered by a lot of people. There's been documentaries. There's even been a Hulu show that we'll talk about. But now, as of recently, I was surprised to know that she got released from jail and that she's a reality TV star. When I found out that a second-degree murderer had their own reality television show, and it's like,
oh damn it, this is harder than I thought.
I am a sucker for trash television. If you looked at my Amazon Prime purchases, it's nothing. It's like legitimately 9 seasons of Gold Rush. I mean, Deadliest Catch, American Choppers. I love me some schlock television, and especially when I found out that it was by Network for Women. Oh my God. All the movies are on that channel are man beats woman until finally the police arrest her. So like it does make sense in a way. I was totally bought in.
Did you ever see the movie about David, the boy who was burnt alive by his father?
No. I saw this one movie, but it was all about like this guy in San Francisco who is a public teacher. He moves into like a garage out back, and then like the 14-year-old daughter is trying to like suck and him the whole time. He's like, I can't. I feel like everybody saw that fucking movie.
And then she like stole his condom, right?
She stole his condom and all this kind of stuff.
We found semen inside of the...
I was positive I read something or I saw something from a producer, and back in the day they're like, I mean, any guy just would have done it, so I mean, he's kind of a hero, but at the same time, what kind of head does he have on his shoulders? And you're like, yep, those early 90s Lifetime movies were primo. Today I want to thank today's sponsor, Factor! Let me tell you something, I've decided to get in shape. No, I'm serious. I know I'm fat, but I know I'm gonna get in shape. And the first step to becoming a skinny person is to eat better. That means portion sizes, calorie counts, and enough protein, and no eating out. Luckily, Factor has all that covered! Factor has delicious ready-to-eat meals that are chef-crafted and dietitian approved. In just 2 minutes, you can heat, eat, and enjoy. For me right now, I've been choosing the Calorie Smart and Protein Plus options. So I've been enjoying the roasted garlic chicken with green beans and the shredded chicken taco bowls. And with over 35 options to choose from each week, you're sure to find something you like. Factor even has one-on-one nutrition coaching for those like me that are looking to be better every time I sit down and eat. The best part of Factor is that there is no prep work, no standing in grocery lines, and virtually no cleanup. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code PAPAMeat50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code PAPAMeat50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders. Hey, thanks Factor for sponsoring the video. Here's the video. So I figured, why not jump in and talk about the show because it's a doozy. But before we do that, we need to kind of get you filled in on Gypsy Rose and her experience because this story is, I mean, it feels fictitious. It's that comical and grand and fantastical that you wouldn't believe it. It feels like something out of a fucking M. Night Shyamalan movie or something like that.
Requested. Docking request accepted.
That's a horrible one. Yes.
The twist.
Oh, the twist is that she's actually not sick. Oh, it does work. Okay. Gypsy Rose has a very, very.
All these people just came here. I don't know. I'm gonna chill.
I'm gonna chill. Most famous instances of Munchausen by proxy. What kind of fucking name for a disease is that? From her mother, Claudine B.D.
Manipulating doctors' mental disorder. Munchausen's is when you waste doctors' time to either get medication or just to get attention from the medical industry and stuff, and use up their time and money and be paid attention to and coddled by doctors and such. Damn it, this one's empty too. Change the name. Empty. Is this one empty? Yeah, no. Okay, these guys are here. They saw that I brought a Gila in here. Oh, hey, there we go. Ah! Hey, I got the test done finally. That's good. I only lost one set and I'm down 15 gold, but I got the test done, which gives me rep in, see, I'm tolerated. I have 21 current standing in Tindrim because I keep doing murder. And I realize now that the only reason that the systems are in the game is to fix your reputation with the actual ultimate. Oh, no, what's this? No, what's this? No. I want you to go to warp.
Warp drive active.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. It's a magnet and an Amara shuttle. Bye.
You cannot warp there, because natural phenomena are disrupting the ship.
I don't want to die and lose this kit that I made it out with, because to me it's like a winning kit. It's the kit that I got to keep. It's like Rust. This game is like Rust, actually. I really like it. Just took me a long time to see it. They made the housing really obtuse and dumb. They should have just thrown it on as a house building thing right at the goddamn beginning. They should have opened it up like Rust, but they're too terrified too, I think. It's beyond their money. It's weird because I paid a 3-month and that ended 3 months ago. Maybe they're charging me. I don't know what it is, but this game should have been out. But now with the new card, yeah, like this is a next gen game. Like it took UE5 and a 4060 Ti to run this game, but now it runs really well and it looks good. Yeah, I like this game. You can't get triple. I mean, you can get domed by mages, but you can't get domed by everybody. You know, It's like, and the mage probably dies in 2 hits. So like if I were to stab a mage, a full-blown stab a mage, probably take me 2-3 hits to just full-blown kill them. If they don't kill me in the first hit, I'll probably kill them. So they're really fucking powerful. It is like medieval Rust. I think now the Face Punch realized that they can't really step in and try to do medieval Rust or it'll kill Mortal 2. And I think probably Face Punch probably likes Mortal 2. I wonder if these people hang out at the same cigar bars and stuff. I think they're from the same country. Fairly sure. Sweden, I think. If I recall. Or is it Iceland? I don't know, I can't remember. It's one of those. One of those. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know where Face Punch is from, actually. It's weird because in Haven there are scoundrels in the fucking cave, but here it's zombies. How's my clay going? See, clay's not really going up very solid. I guess I should run to bandit. I'm gonna turn in and take bandits, but anyways, here we go. Duh. What's up, bitch? How are you? Thank you. I mean, I guess I could just kill everything in the fucking graveyard. Is there a loot all button? I guess not. You have to like click everything. Hey, am I here? Yep, I'm here. There, perfect. Now I will try to primetime dump into a box and just see if I can do it or not. Did you dump all the heavy stuff? No. 100 pounds worth of dead meat. I don't know. What's this weigh? It's like 2 pounds and it's not really... Oh, shit. That. What's up, bitch? Man, it's taking a while now to get up in Clades. Best to go to bandits and run that hill, I guess, and just kill spawns over and over again. I like that these drop bandages. They're like good bandages. Gives you a reason to do it. Okay, let's see how we do. I one-shot him. I should go get a wolf and just go do this at bandits. Or a bear. I should just buy a bear. The bear would be a lot better. Free spear. What's the damage on it? Ah, die. You. I cannot move backwards. Oh no, I can't move at all. Walking Dead meat. Bone tissue's heavy. Yeah, I'll probably drop the bone tissue and keep all the rest. It's fine. The heads will take the weight. I'm getting stronger, definitely. Spear helps. Spear's a lot pretty good damage. Steel sledgehammer, but it's probably pretty heavy. $75 out of 84, and I don't really have anything. So this is probably about right for the run. I'll just kill on my way out just for the clades. I mean, really, I should take the heads. Fuck it. Take all of it, really. And now we're down at 85, which is about right. Yeah, I'll probably run home. See if the general popped. No, he's like a 10-minute pop or something. I like for Burnham, but I feel like I've explored the area almost, and like, I don't know. I want to go do the Klothos one on a bear. I think that would be fun. So we'll go do that. It might be kind of annoying, but running is annoying. I'm learning now to just bring the fucking bear, and have them attack. I'm going to auto run for the rest of this and pay attention to other things. Take a look at the D-scan here. Got to get this stuff off the overview. It's just clutter. It's not really helping me. I like the in-kind entities, but I don't need them. Yeah, there we go. Much, much better. Drifter, Raider, Drifter entities, get it gone. And these Rogue Drone entities, get them gone. I want to be able to see if somebody's here, you know? Yeah. Gotta load FFXI, I forgot, because I have to get on the alt and sling crystals and all that shit. I think I have to send gold. Or no, she'll have made sales, so we'll be alright. Maybe these are the 3 games. Mortal, EvE, and FFXI. Might be. I don't know. I'm gonna try. This game is at least holding my interest, you know, and that's good because it's very difficult. It's difficult to do. It's difficult to do even for Rust. You know? I couldn't stay on Rust yesterday. Look at all this. The hell is this? I don't care. Like, nope. 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 Okay, just, you know, curious. I could have a look-see, but I'm not doing anything about it. Looks like people are dying here a lot. So, what do I want to do? I want to sell Emulge in a buy order. Emulge in a buy order. Nice. What else do we have? We have Steel sledgehammer, I'll sell this for... I don't know, like 2 silver or whatever. So, for Burnham Banker, I came back with some gold, and I definitely got the mission done. I got some heads. It was mission successful, even though I did die to the goddamn mage as I was leaving. That's stupid. But it was interesting. Dying to the mage was at least interesting. I will say that. I have this corrupt spell that I want to see if I can hold describe. Nope, 0% chance describe. I want to buy, or I want to get some water. Where's the well? It's like over there. I want to get like 1,000 water or something like that. And some calamine. Gotta buy calamine.
Let me show you.
Buy 100 of it, except...
Nice talking to you.
Yep. Then we go... you... E1 calamine. Didn't I buy some? Oh, I guess not. Oops. How much calamine does it take to cast this? It's like 1 calamine. So it's okay to cast 100 times. It's 100 calamine. Yeah. So
I have what you're looking for.
let's buy. Oops. Yeah. We'll buy 300 calamine schmeckles. Oh no, you are actually fairly expensive, huh? Okay. Well, 300 calamine. Huh. Okay, well,
thank you.
There goes all my income for that. Now, I can just keep casting. This is strong because in between bandage pulls, I can heal. Gotta go pull like 75 gold so I can buy a bear. Technically, I should chop trees. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna pop the 75 gold, and if I lose the bear, I'll chop trees. That's fine. Come out over here. Let's dump stuff. We need dirt, sulfur, rock oil. I have water, copper, silver. Oop. Now, why does that sound like somebody's about to stab me? I don't know. Corrupt. Calamine's good. I want to open one of these bags and dump you and you and you and you and you and you. And when they're full, I'll take a whole load and I'll just sell it all. Yep. Oh, I needed bandages and I didn't get it. So we'll run back there. Oh, I'll get it. Oh, I needed a bear bag and a bear armor. Bear bag. Where are you, bear bag? You're here somewhere. Bear bags. And bear armor. There we go. Oh, we are full. Okay. We are going to jettison this bez. And we will continue to mine. Okay, you get on the munchkin. And now we go buy a bear. Stable. Unstable. Anything? No, nothing there, but I will take a bear. Oh, you're in, and I want you to... she can receive later. She has enough money probably to buy crystals, and I will. Oop, what's happening? Is it me? Nope. Anyways, sit down while you do this and take a look at bears. Wisents. Dire wolves. I need a brown bear. Dire wolves. Steppe wolves. Brown bear for 50 gold. Level 24. Can I even ride it? Black bear for 65. He's level 82. Yeah, I'll buy him. Sure. Alright. I'll take out this brown bear. Black bear. Excuse me. Black bear. You don't have enough points to control this pet. Why? Oh, really? Son of a bitch. Really? 73 out of 58. Ah, fuck. I'm just gonna sell him again. Fuck it. Oh, stabled. Yeah, I'm gonna sell the bear right the fuck back. He wasn't the right thing to buy. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. My pet points aren't good enough. It's so annoying. Now what? I have 10 gold left after buying that. Did you stable the bear? I want you to stable the bear. Stable the... Can't stable more pets here. Okay, well, buy the horse then. Fine. Stable the bear. Fucking annoying. What are my pet points at? 11 out of 58. I will buy a wolf. It's fine. Or no, I'm just gonna take the horse. It's fine. I'll put bags and armor on him. It's fine. Maybe I can train a wolf. I don't know where to find one from here. Oh, I know where to find a brown bear, but I don't... Yeah, that's fine. I want you to give me a saddle of bid. Give me a saddle, but... Horse bags. Gotta make sure that I don't have horse armor. There, horse armor. Bear bags. Bear bags and horse armor. Okay. Gotta feed the horse. I will pull out enough money to buy a wolf. No. Well, yes, I will buy enough money to buy a wolf. Yeah. So steppe horse, armor, and bags. We're gonna go buy a wolf. You sell me a dire wolf, a low-level dire wolf that'll grow. Is it cheap? Let's see. Steppe wolf swire. Oh, it's not cheap per se, but level 22 for 19. I bought him. I like this game. The loops are good. I can go chop wood for these kits that I'm buying, so it doesn't feel bad to use them. Oops, did the wolf come with? No. I want you to... All pets follow, please. Where did the wolf go? Did you not buy it, or... What happened to the wolf? What happened to it? What happened to this wolf? You didn't buy the wolf, or what? No, it's the fact that, okay, there we go. I was like, what? Okay, now we gotta feed the wolf. Okay, good. Now, take me back to the town. If it sucks, I'll just chop trees. I think I have 600 gold worth of wood as it is. I do. I have 600 gold worth of wood. So it doesn't matter what I spend, really. Oh, I have to go buy bandages, however. We're bringing like 3 gold. But the calamine has to come with us, and the bandages. Do I have bandages anywhere? No, but I'll take that thing. I'll take those. Nope, that's it.
Let me show you. Thank you.
Okay, there's the kit. Gonna dump the rest on the outside banker. Okay, gotta go to the guard so I can pause for a second and get the Final Fantasy done because the fireworks are annoying me. Man, it's kind of past the event. I should get rid of them. Okay, copper ingot. The fire crystal supply is just dwindling. This is still cheaper than fire clusters, which are 30,000, but fucking expensive. Wind crystal? Why are you buying wind crystals? No! What are you doing? No, 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 no. Oh, no. Why did you buy wind crystals, you fucking idiot? No, 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 no. It's the same thing, really. Whatever. Oh my god. Nope. They're like raising the price of fire too high. I have to go kill them now somewhere. I could just take my BSD to Freeze Cauldron and kill fire elementals, I guess. That's a dangerous proposition. Fucking expensive, motherfucker. Sell these wing crystals that I fucked up on. Oh, she's failing to place because I, oh, alright, fine, whatever. Did I send all of these? No, I didn't send all of these, so... Okay, this is the last day of crafting before I go back to playing Red Mage, which is good. Fire, 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 fire. It was almost a full load. It's alright. There we go. Log over. Okay, logging over. Now we go to... Oh, we go turn in. I forgot to turn in. Oops. Yep, gotta turn in the soldier task. Tribe rats or alchemist bowmen. One of them. I guess I'll take tribe rats pays, it just doesn't pay as well. So we'll take bandits, it's fine. We'll go up there and we'll hunt bandits. Oh, the wolf. Did I feed the wolf? Oh, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Oh, I have to feed the horse too. Lock him at 17. Dire wolf is growing. I fed the dire... the pet isn't hungry, but I do have to buy some dial. Or, well, maybe the horse will like Cavallo right now. Anyways, I don't want to lose the horse. That's the main thing. Yeah, he only ate like a little bit of Cavallo. But I want to bring enough dial to really not have to worry about it. So we'll go buy some. We'll buy some dial. No, I'm going to bring the carrots, the Cavallo, and the... Yeah, what happened to the Cavallo? Did you... Oh, no, he ate all of it. Yeah, he like ate all of that. That's fine. Maybe I better buy dial. That's fine. Oops, that's the grocery vendor. $200,000. You'll accept. Accept. Okay, you horse. I want you to eat, and then I want you to. Oh yeah, I also need this. The dire wolf's attack macro. I need the horses stay, which is step horse. Stay. Step horse. Follow. Yep. And now we will feed the horse. Yep. And we will feed the wolf. Okay, good. Take the rest of the stuff back to the bank. And we are kitted up and ready to go for Clothos spiders. Now, you, and the rest of this goes in here, here, and here. I hear a sword drawn, and I'm going to leave. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Clothos spiders are... Oh, I have to go do the oh, no, soldier, right? Oh, Taskmaster soldier. Oh, did I not turn in, or what? No. Oh, Task Bandit, I see, okay. So, bandits, yeah. But I want to go do a harder one like Clothos Spider. So, soldier, Clothos Maiden is 2,000 meters away. So, we'll go look for Clothos Maiden. This run speed is atrocious. And then log on main. Good. Okay, now I will jettison. Open. Oh, whoa, no, what? Oh, no, what was this? What the fuck was this? What? What?
Attention and sympathy by faking and exaggerating their own illness.
Oh my god, what the fuck just happened here? What? He like fell off this cliff and died or something. Oh my god, AFK for one moment and that's what you do? You're so stupid. Fine, can I ride the wolf? No. Alright, fine. Fucking so dumb. You're so dumb. Fine, I'm gonna go do the bandits instead because it's closer and I don't really need a horse, you know? Fuck it. God damn it, man. Like, what? Come on, man. I AFK for 10 seconds. There is no heights here. What? I mean, what? Alright, fine, whatever. I should just go over and take another horse out. I mean, what's the difference? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go over, get another horse out. What the fuck was that? What was that? What the fuck was that? No, I'm gonna go get the bandits done. I know it's easier. I want clades, and that's probably better clades than Clothos. When I get a horse, I'll go back out to Clothos or whatever. I don't really feel like you need a horse to go to these monuments that are closer. Two dudes. Great. Let's take them. Fuck them. Oh, I'm gonna sit down to get my mana and stand back. We will push to the top of the hill and look for bandits. Sit here all day looking for bandits. Okay, I'm gonna take the old and put it in the new. Now we've got a new cargo container. Okay, we ready. Fun. Okay, gotta bandage the wolf. Gotta bandage me. Just gonna rest and get my mana back here. Feels like Final Fantasy XI. I actually really like the pacing though. Oh yes, I need to get my fire crystals out. Okay, now.
Proxy is when you basically keep somebody sick in order to get that kind of attention back. So Dee Dee didn't have balls to fake all this shit herself. She's just like, oh, my husband ran out on me. I'm just gonna abuse my daughter. And it is absolutely And also, I want to point out that unbelievable that doctors just went along with this for as long as they did. Dee Dee had Gypsy Rose come out as basically a cancer survivor. She would give her all kinds of surgeries that she did not need, had her fucking teeth removed. She would actively shave her head, and by doing so, the public, I mean, who would ever know? This girl is wheelchair bound. She doesn't let her associate with any people in the neighborhood at all, and then she puts her in basically children's clothing. I've seen a lot of pictures of her with in a princess outfit. I mean, it pulls on your heartstrings because you're just like, how cruel and unfair is this
Your
world
inventory is full.
But by doing so, she was able to get a house built in Missouri. She was able to get tons and tons and tons of money donated to her, meet celebrities, go to Disney World, all kinds of stuff, which, to be fair, the last two that I said don't really, I can't end it on going to Disney World, but for some people, they're just like, that's all I need. Make a wish, baby. And the list of abuse that Dee Dee made Gypsy endure is quite extensive. Here's a brief timeline of events to kind of let you know what was going on. When Gypsy was 1 year old, Dee Dee pretended
Your
that Gypsy
inventory
had
is
sleep
full.
apnea and made her use a CPAP machine. At 1 year old, that thing that you see your obese 86-year-old grandfather using, that's what an infant baby was using, okay? When Gypsy was 8 years old, Dee Dee claimed she had muscular dystrophy and forced her to use a wheelchair, which must have been extremely mentally confusing whenever you're like, I walk around the house all day, why do I have to sit in this f***ing chair all day and pretend that I can't walk?
I don't know.
And Gypsy was even tricked into thinking she had seizures and was forced to take seizure medication that caused her teeth to rot out of her mouth.
I'm going to Children's Mercy Hospital to see my dentist for my teeth.
This then resulted in her getting them surgically extracted. But they weren't dangling and falling out by themselves. Dee Dee was quite the trooper and just said, why not just go down to the dentist and pull those bad boys out ourselves? Dee Dee would tell people that Gypsy had leukemia and would regularly shave her head to make people think she was receiving chemotherapy. Oh, God.
This is the
punch her in the face.
Yeah, it's the humanity that I know. This is why I stay away from humanity. Most of them are so goddamn fucking sick. I hate fucking mankind. Like, I don't hate them. I love them. But I definitely have a love-hate relationship, you know, where I'm like, okay, you're Munchausen by proxy. Your daughter right now, she's not even part of it, really. You're just Munchausen's and you're crazying your daughter right now, and it's not too good. It's like, that's the humanity that I know. That's why I stay away. It's just, you know, it's not like everybody's like that or it's like that all the time. It's not. But it's like that enough. It's like that enough for me.
That's so. Dee Dee made doctors install a feeding tube into Gypsy's stomach. It's like a mechanic, a car mechanic. So you just want the tube here.
You just want the tube here.
Knife here.
My fake fucking knife here.
When leaving the house, and she had her saliva glands removed because of excessive drooling. Which is why now, too, that's why I think she licks her lips so much now. So you'll see her a lot, and she looks like some weird frog thing. Whatever, but it's just because she has no fucking saliva glands. It's like some, like, weird, like, hostile torture shit. You know what I mean? Like an Eli Roth movie or something. Well, now, Gypsy, you're drooling too much. We gotta pop those glands out. Well, you didn't keep me hooked on the CPAP machine and all this medication. I don't drool as much. Shh. Dee Dee would tell other people that Gypsy had the mind of a 7-year-old and would continuously
No, don't kill my wolf. Don't kill my wolf.
Than what she actually was.
Don't kill my wolf.
Celebrity meetups, the trips to
Don't kill my wolf. Don't kill my wolf. Dick. Don't kill my wolf.
You better watch those fucking kids. And I hate to even say that because I don't want to put that bad omen on anybody, but this Disney adults, you got for real. She was fed only Pediasure, a dietary supplement for children, until she was in her 20s. Here you go, drink that. You can't chew because all your teeth are gone. She has more fucking silver in her mouth than a goddamn werewolf hunter. Have you seen her mouth? Oh my god. It wasn't until she was older that she started to realize that all these ailments her mother said she had weren't actually real. So even her entire life, even Gypsy believed it. It wasn't until she was much older where she actually was like, oh, I'm being lied to. Because also, when you're emotionally and mentally abused, I feel like you probably stagnate mentally.
Looking at her now, she's definitely doesn't have the mind of a child. It was just like the persona of like act like a child.
You're in on the bit so long that you get lost in it.
Yup, lost in the
What am I supposed
sauce.
to do? Just tell people it's not real now? My fucking mom will kill me probably. So Gypsy tried to run away in 2011, but when
Poor
Dee Dee found
Gypsy.
her, she smashed her computer with a hammer and physically
Of course she did.
restrained her to her bed for 2 weeks. And it wasn't until
People are
2012
sick.
when Gypsy was able to get on social media by secretly accessing her computer while her mom slept. I'll tell you what.
Personal jailers looking to fucking personally jail you in a personal hell and then be the fucking, be the fucking warden. I'm sorry. I'm just not down with most sick humanity. I don't really care. I don't care about what they do or the things that they do. It's stupid. Like, I learn about the things that they do, but they're still sick to me. They're like sick. Maybe the wolf's hungry. Yep, he was hungry. Oh, we have somebody draw here. What was that sound? Yeah, there's like dudes aggroing. Oops, I need you to come with me. Come with me, please. Where are you, wolf? Come on now. What is that sound sheathing over and over again? Veteran Bandit Caster. No, don't kill the wolf. Nope. Oh no! Please kill him. Oh god. No, don't kill the wolf. Don't kill the wolf. Don't kill the wolf. Fucking dick. What? Fucking kill him. God damn it. Do not kill the wolf. Do not kill the wolf. Do not kill the wolf. Fuck you. Fucking 3 bandits was a disaster. Fucking disaster, I swear to God. You are so annoying. Ugh. Three Bandits was a disaster. We lived, but it wasn't very, like... Ugh. Good job, Wolf. Bandit head and some bandages and stuff. Yep, apply bandage. Get bandage on this wolf. What was that sound? Oh god. Nope. It was a nasty brawl. Rough drave it. Nice and ahead. Okay, so we got some bandits done. 2 of the 14. There's some stuff in the air out there. There's a planted thing. Well, oh, and there's a guy on a horse. So, I can't hide inside this monument, but I can hide from sight. Hello, Terry. And you want some? No, there's no bandits here. Nope. It sucks without a horse out here. Can't wait till that wolf grows. Let's see what he's at. How's Clade going? Clade's going well. We're getting up. 1372 out of 10,000. Yeah, we don't want to go up there because then we're trapped and we can't go anywhere. We want to hide somewhere where there's no visibility at all. You know where nobody will think to look is probably behind it. Yep, and I'll just come up here and I'll pull the 3 bandits over and over again or whatever. And in the meantime, the wolf is just growing. Eventually, I think when he hits 25, I can ride him. And this gets better. Yep. And so, like, yep, down here, over here, in a bush, is a good place to rest the foal. And, maybe somebody finds me, but I doubt it. Okay, fire. We're out of silver. Working on copper ore now. Oh, before I do that... Oh, yeah, no, I already did that. So, fire, copper ore.
Tell you, no wonder she's probably able to play RuneScape and everything too. I mean, I bet that bitch was out cold. This led her to meet an autistic man named Nicholas Gojon.
My name's Nicholas.
Your name is Nicholas, and you might be f***ing autistic, dude. He was from Big Bend, Wisconsin, and had an IQ of 82.
You stupid.
And he believed that he was a 500-year-old vampire. Forgot to tell you that. She was on a vampire dating website. Normal compared to the life that she lives, so I don't know. I mean, if I have a fucking little old vampire give me hickeys on my neck and shit, a little dating website, I probably would have been down with that back in like 2012. He was also arrested for masturbating in a McDonald's parking lot. I just
Oh, great! Oh, good.
Just to
Yay.
slip that under you. It was to make
Yay.
his back. What are you supposed to do? For 3 years, they communicated in secret, and in 2015, the two conspired to murder Dee Dee and set Gypsy free from her prison. Originally, the plan was to
Oh,
get
never
Gypsy
mind.
pregnant, but that
No, they're gonna save her?
murder.
Get Gypsy pregnant?
On June 9th, 2015, Nicholas arrived at Gypsy's house in Springfield, Missouri. Gypsy handed him a stolen knife, duct tape, and gloves in order to murder her mom. As Dee Dee slept, Gypsy hid in the bathroom and covered her ears as Nicholas entered Dee Dee's room and stabbed her 17 times. And what's fucked up is Gypsy even said that she heard her mother crying for her help, but she didn't answer, and she just listened to her mom get murdered in the next room, screaming in pain. The two were arrested and charged with first-degree murder, but because of the abuse Gypsy endured, she was able to accept a plea deal.
25 million if I can get out with it.
Which resulted in a 10-year prison sentence. Do you think 10 years is enough? Now, here's the whole thing, too. Nicholas, yes, he did do the murdering thing. He was a fucking monster himself.
Let's go look for some mobs.
Gypsy was abused, and Nicholas wasn't.
No, sure. How could you not feel sympathy for Gypsy? Is it a horrible thing she did? Yes.
These saddles are 12 pounds.
No way. She gained so much notoriety from the story, and people talking about her in prison. Her story was shared. There was a documentary made about her named Mommy, Dad, and Dearest, which I'm pretty sure is a play on Mommy Dearest, where the star mom basically abuses the children. And they even adapted that story into a Hulu show in 2019 called The Act. It's pretty good. I'd recommend it. In her time in prison, there was so much media coverage of her to where it feels like this boiling point that we're about to get to was all just this long fuse that was lit from these shows like Dr. Phil, ABC, even a show called Gypsy's Revenge, which feels like an Aladdin sequel or something like that. I don't know. Gypsy was released 2 years early from prison for good behavior. She only had to serve 8 of the 10 years, so everyone was like, oh my god, Gypsy, you get to come, you're our hero. But shortly after her release, it was announced that she would get a reality television show of her life called Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup. Now you're all caught up. This show, to me, raised a weird, important, ethical question. On one hand, it offers a platform for people to re-indoctrinate this queen back into society as a normal, functional human being who is the victim of Munchausen by proxy. But it also kind of raises a little red flags to me when you try to make a reality social media star out of a person who was the victim of Munchausen's by proxy. And the way that they dealt with that was getting a vampire boyfriend and stabbing the mom 17 times and doing all that stuff in prison. Maybe you just don't go on camera. Maybe you just live life like a regular human being and don't have people around you. She says in the show that she uses it as a platform for her to be a voice for others who might be going through the same thing she is, which I'm like, how many fucking people are going through that shit? Which, I mean, I guess if somebody, you know, is watching the show and they're like, that's me, also in their wheelchair, I don't fucking know, it could be beneficial. It just feels odd. Let me give you the little high school tea drop part of this. During her time in prison, she dated a man named Ken Urich, which eventually led to them getting engaged while she was in prison. But before they actually got married, Ken left Gypsy because of social media stuff, I think, or something like that. And Gypsy was absolutely devastated and immediately rebounded with a Louisiana school teacher named Ryan Anderson. Ryan is such a weird big goober. Here, we gotta put that quote up. I know
her story, you know, just hit me. Yeah, and I thought, gosh, she's cute.
Imagine watching any of these Gypsy Rose documentaries and you're like, that is insane that would happen to you. Can I just tell you, you have gorgeous eyes. It just feels like right over his head. So Gypsy started dating Ryan, and then they got married in 2022 while she was in prison. And this new reality show picks up from her getting picked up from prison, and Ryan is the one who picked her up from prison.
She looked
happy. And you really start to see that actually all of the conflict in her life is extremely, extremely boring and very petty. As soon as Ryan picks her up, I mean, that motherfucker does not take any time to get those paws in between those legs. He's like,
It feels so weird being in a car.
yeah. God damn, baby, you look good. He's got some of that Louisiana charm. Which during the drive home, I was like, it'd be just so funny if they rolled the car. Not that they actually get hurt, but he's like, oh shit, he's such a big man in this Cadillac. Which I was also like, there's no way that's your car. The interview asked how the first night was, which, you know, the next night they get to go to bed, and then it's like a really creepy, like almost like found footage horror film of them in a hotel room. You have to imagine too, on this reality television show, there's probably like a cameraman, some kind of producer there, and like a sound guy. So there's, I mean, I would say at least.
Is this what normal American life is like now?
Just standing there and they're like, how was your first night? And she's pretty much just like,
yeah, we consummated our marriage. Yeah.
We got to consummate our marriage.
We did get to do that. She was so nervous.
And then he's just like, yeah, I pretty much f***ed her pussy real good. And I just have to imagine the camera guy just kind of like, okay. The next thing they do is they go get shoes from a store. They try to make it seem like, oh, the public knows that Gypsy's out, but it's two guys outside like a Ross dress for less price. She's able to get shoes, and they're like, Gypsy, you gonna get more shoes? She's like,
I'm happy now.
whatever. Ryan can't handle any of it. He's just like, I think they might be following us. I think they're following us the entire time. That's all he gives a fuck about.
We're being followed.
I'm like, dude, yeah. He has all these cameras on his car. And he's wondering like, oh yeah, the paparazzi's following us. No shit, dude. Gypsy is going to Kansas City to see a Chiefs game and hopefully meet Taylor Swift.
What are your thoughts on the Chiefs game? The media portraying it as you know, she's going there to meet Taylor Swift.
Right.
It
could be bad.
I don't like it.
And her parole officer calls her, and she's like, "What the f are you doing? You need to go down to Louisiana." And she's like,
I actually have my. Actually, he said that I gotta approve that I can go.
Our plan was we were gonna.
Our plan was already set.
Our plan was already set to stay a few days in Kansas
Yeah,
City.
with our POs.
And with my parole officer's permission, he said that that's fine.
and then they're basically like, "No, you're fucking go down to Louisiana." He's like, "Baby, come on, give me the phone. This is some horror shit." And it's just a bunch of awkward editing. They go back and forth, but pretty much for the whole episode, it's her getting calls from her parole officer and her just being in rooms crying, with Ryan kind of awkwardly walking around, you know, just trying to be like, "Hey, I guess it's kind of weird that I'm a part of the family, huh?"
They're my people now, too. They my family, too, so.
Yeah.
I'm part of the family now.
Yeah, I guess I'm part of the family. If you want to cook me something, you can. The first episode is Gypsy walking up to her wife and being like,
Oh, good. I got keybinds.
I don't know if I want Gypsy to call me mom, dude. Episode 2, the only thing I could keep thinking was just wondering if she was going to kill again. If there was any part of her that was going to snap and convince Ryan, who is this hulking Louisiana ogre.
I wonder if I can use him well. Let's see.
In the dungeon. Does Ryan not look like that guy? Kind of. But he's huge. Can you imagine if she was just... The last time it was a little pipsqueak vampire kid.
Hey, you should stab my mom.
Oh, cool. I can use him to pull them. I didn't even think about
You
that.
should go rob a bank.
Whatever my little Rose wants, little Rose gets. They just bring up Gypsy having sex with Ryan so much.
The last 2 nights.
No, there's a weird part where she tells her mom, she's like, "I'm so happy for you," and hugs her. She's like a little bog witch.
My hair's really black.
She's like, "I'm so happy for you." Ryan's like, "Yeah, I guess I got a big old gorilla dick on me." Which I know was a big thing on social media. She said is D's fire.
Because you are rocking my head. Yes, that is. Fire.
She has to like remove her teeth and do a bunch of stuff, and then her body's covered in scars, and she wants to make sure that Ryan likes her body. Which I'm like, that motherfucker's put me on the other side of the wall, tapping the wall. He's like, Freddy Krueger. The episode pretty much ends with Gypsy showing Ryan one of her prison drinks, which is just coffee juice with soda and Jolly Ranchers.
When I was still in prison, a drink of mine. Instant coffee. With a soda. Some Jolly Ranchers.
Gross. That's what you eat?
And also juice.
And also juice. And then you puke over the ice. Ugh.
Ryan laughs like
Every day.
Look in his eyes like, "You really gonna make me drink that, baby?"
She's like, come on, it's good.
And she pours it in, and it's like 2 large chunks of something. And Ryan basically drinks it, throws up, and Gypsy's like, You don't actually think that tastes good, dude. You're putting on a little show for the fucking camera. By the 3rd episode, he's always like, "Baby, I gotta go to work," which I'm guessing they did.
Maybe I gotta go to work.
She'd, like, call there and fucking harass him or whatever. And the only thing I could think of is that he worked at like a dog food factory. And I just imagine him like sitting getting interviewed. He's like, "Yeah, they always try to stop me from eating the dog food off the cart, but I always find a way. I got a nose like a bloodhound." Oh yeah, they drive to the airport and they try bringing in some conflict that they're going to be late. He's talking to like the Armenian fucking Uber driver. He's like, "Do you even know where you're going?" She's like,
"Oh, come down, Ryan, Jesus."
Look around this.
What did I say about language?
But luckily, they get to New York on time, and basically Gypsy just goes on podcast. Ryan's just always the third wheel, kind of walking in and out, waving at people.
Oh, I get a hug.
So he's like, "I don't want them following me." But then he like walks out. He's like, "We love you." This show is just smearing this motherfucker because they're trying to build up Gypsy as like, you know, likable. I think it's around the 3rd episode. She's even just like, Ryan's asking if she's heard from Ken.
No, I haven't heard from Ken.
Any desire from you to reach out to what's his face?
You can say what's his face's name.
To Ken?
No.
No desire whatsoever?
No, we're good.
Oh, she found love.
That's
cute.
Yeah, I heard from Ken. He hit me up. He's talking to my family.
Something happens with Gypsy and Ken that's going to be...
Go get that scoundrel and bring him back.
The family's even like, "You should see
Wait,
Ken."
come back.
But she also just makes it seem like he's a much better looking guy. Gypsy, come on.
Bandage.
Oh, man, I love Ken. He's my life.
Not me, the
This
wolf.
is gonna work out. They go visit the grandma's grave, and the first thing Gypsy says is like, "I know I didn't turn out like you wanted me to," which I was like, "God damn, dude, what the we're halfway through the fucking series because there's 8 episodes. You very quickly realize that like people were probably having a bidding war with her, and this, I don't know if the fucking return on investment is going to be very high, because we're very quickly realizing there is absolutely no conflict besides the extremely obvious downfall of this relationship. Ryan has been insecure, but I just feel bad for him the whole time. He just looks like a big stupid fucking goober walking around and stuff. It's one thing to do it, we had no idea as the viewer, but the viewer knows the entire time that she's like, I mean, I love this other guy. I feel bad for the son of a bitch. I mean, no, I do. I don't know. By the end of episode 4, she's like, I'm loyal to my marriage, but then just bursts into tears. The rest of the episodes, it's them going back and forth. They go to a fucking wedding venue. They eat some weird food, but it all leads to a really funny scene of them in a car. Pretty much Gypsy just breaks up with him, I think 9 weeks after she's released from prison.
I want a divorce, and in 6 to 9 months, I'm gonna be with Ken.
He has been dating her in prison for 2 years. She's released for a little over 2 months. That's when it kind of really, I feel like, hit me, is her breaking up with this guy. Tumultuous shit that goes on in people's relationships and stuff. That's like nobody's business but your own.
Nope. Well, what happens between a man and a woman is between them. Or anybody, between anybody. It's between them. It's
do whatever. People do bad shit. That's just between you two. And it's like so weird that there's 4 fucking cameras on this car in this dark parking lot watching this like relationship get destroyed.
Okay, then why all of a sudden are you not happy? When did this happen? When did you feel this unhappiness? Tonight?
He's just like, okay, well, all right. And then she just packs her shit and leaves. Baby, if you love it, I mean, are you not wanting to work for it? And she's just like, no. It's like, God,
no.
It's fucking disgusting watching this. And then the whole thing ends with her getting back together with Ken. She has a talk with her father about how she's going to be together with Ken, and they have a joke about, like, don't get pregnant too quick, you know, just give it time.
The last thing I have to say, she wants a baby. I'm going to tell both of y'all, just wait.
And I'm not even joking, maybe 15 seconds later, she's like,
I'm pregnant with Ken's baby.
And it came back positive.
They keep cutting back to Ryan, and he's just sitting in this apartment with this stupid dog he got for her. And he's just like, well, I hope that she comes back to me. I don't know. This damn people keep talking in her ear about me. And the biggest thing of all, which I couldn't believe this until after the fact when we were talking about this, if you have a side-by-side of Ryan and her mom, they look pretty fucking similar. I mean, like, actually, the show uses TikTok to show how the public is thinking of Gypsy about, like, the, you know, oh, she's here doing this, she's here doing that. And it feels gross because it once again feels like somebody who was manipulated at one time being manipulated again and is not actually living a real life. It just feels like now even the public has taken something. It kind of feels like World of Shirts. Joshua Block on TikTok. It's a kid who is mentally unwell, drinking himself to death, and then people kind of just poke at this thing because they're just like, oh, not understanding that there's like real human consequences behind it. But Gypsy has emotionally been to a point where she's like, murder is okay. So now we're going to with this again, which social media is the worst thing you could ever do for the human brain. And now you're putting this person up on a pedestal and manipulating shit again, which I believe since the show has aired, she's deleted all of her social media. And there was even, dude, the murder pics of her mom got released. And that was another thing that swayed people over to be like, oh wait, this is like real. This is like some real shit. It was insane to me to see the public's reaction. I just saw Gypsy Rose's mom's murder photos and I didn't know it was that up. It's like, what do you expect from 17 stab wounds? 200 stab wounds. Just has a new album out. Shout out to the new album. It's very good. All I know is now people are like, you're a monster. Hey, you're not the mother who's slaying like we thought you were, Gypsy. You actually did something f***ed up. It's like, yeah, I did that almost 10 years ago. Like, what are we doing? All in all, I don't know. It is a train wreck. An absolute dumpster fire. And I gotta say, I wouldn't recommend the show. Unfortunate. Trash TV is meant to be bad, but at the end of the day, it is meant to be fun. It is so fictitious and over the top that it's all scripted, all of it. That's fine. When I watch a season of Gold Rush and I watch a machine break 70 times and they act like that's the end of the world, it's fun. My favorite trash television show of all time, Bret Michaels' Rock of Love bust. Do I think Bret Michaels is really going on any of these dates with these people? No. Nope. But it's still fun watching white trash women try to get with the lead singer of Poison. If you haven't seen that show, that show's awesome.
Like a tiger.
Oh, God.
There will always be that kind of scapegoat of a tortured soul that people either boost up or tear down. But it's one thing I know online, and even it's a fate that'll happen to me one day, is they love you till they hate you. It's just the way of the world. It's just the way the online space works, dude. You're on top now, but you can't be there forever, so enjoy it while you can. But if you're an ex-murderer or that kind of thing, I feel like that I don't know how real and stable that pedestal is for very long. So all I know is this is a crazy fucking story. I had to talk about it. It's just silly. So whatever. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Are you signing those papers? The divorce papers.
Why would you bring that up now? She's leaving me. She's taking everything. I don't need the public to know that.
I know it. A vampire.
You know a vampire site? Could you hit me for that? Okay, good. I need to get on Amazon and look up some fangs. Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because today we're talking about very, very naughty doctors. We're talking about doctors of death. A nice little subject. You know, I always thought that every doctor was technically a doctor of death because in some way or another, I feel like a doctor has probably inadvertently killed somebody or has known somebody to die. I feel like doctors come in contact with death all the time. But in particular, these are just odd doctors. I don't know how to say it. I don't think that we're dealing with all doctors of death.
Ooh, can I ride him now?
Evil, spooky, dark doctors. And nurses. Evil medical professionals gone wrong. 4K, Unreal Engine,
never mind.
photorealistic.
Gone sexual.
Gone sexual. That's exactly right. Which doctors are supposed to be people that are supposed to keep you safe. You go to a doctor for good news or for help, right? Doctors are the angels on earth, dare I say. These people, you know, they defied that logic. They're the archangels. They're the demons. They're Dr. House. I want the good doctor.
What? Dr. House is a good doctor.
Walking in.
House was a good doctor. What the fuck are you talking about? House was like one of the best doctors.
Alright, anyways, we're gonna start our list off with Dr. Harold Shipman.
Who cares about how you feel about his feelings or whether he likes you or not? He saves lives. That was the whole point of the show.
British general practitioner.
I've seen House like 10 times. Trust me. All the way through.
History. Is that British history?
It sucks that you guys miss the point so fucking badly all the time. It actually does. It like sucks that you miss the point that bad. God damn it, you started over the video, you suck. Please pause correctly. Pause correctly, god damn it, you're so annoying. The whole point of House was he didn't need to be nice to the patients. The patients didn't really need to talk to him. He is there to solve the goddamn puzzle. It doesn't matter, and this is something we appreciate about human beings. Sometimes people kind of get caught up in the talking and the feelings and the support and the, you know, and just like, you know, in the whole process of healing or when someone's sick or something like that. But the doctor is just there to try and solve the goddamn problem. And the more they try to drag him down with feelings and politics and bullshit and lies, mainly lies. All the patients lie, all the doctors lie, all the nurses lie, all the hospital administrator lies. They all lie about how much they love him. They all lie. Everybody fucking lies. That was literally the theme of the fucking show. And House himself was not a bad doctor. He doesn't ever kill anybody. But he saves something like, you know, what is it? It's like 18 episodes a season. There was 6 seasons or no, it was 8. There was 8 seasons. I know there's 8 seasons in House, and I wish there was more. 8 seasons, and what, at about 20 episodes a pop. So he saves about 160 people's lives. At that point, it'd probably be okay if he Vicodin killed somebody. He had saved so many 160 people, but he never Vicodin kills anybody. He never ever lets go of the logic. He never ever lets go of the oath. At the end, I think he burns himself. You know, he never burns anybody else. As I remember, he dies in a burning building with, supposedly. They leave it open to interpretation. Whether him and Wilson fucking like get together, whether he's gay or not, whether they like go off and live in Europe with each other or whatever. If he's, you know, if he's gonna commit suicide and just burn in the building of his own, like, you know, fucking whatever you call it, like maudlin fucking death or whatever. Oh god, where are we now? So we're on the wrong side of the mountain. And I can't climb this mountain. Or at least I thought I couldn't, but maybe I could. But I think I can go around this way and go the long way and try and get some bandits. Man, these quests are not a joke. I actually kind of like these quests because they're like, all right, kill 5 things. But in this world, killing 5 things is kind of like killing 5 people in Rust. You have to like go up, you know, it is. It's like the quest is like kill 5 people. That's not that hard, but it might take you 5 fucking hours. Because A, the spawns might not be up. B, there might be people there shooting fireballs at you. C, there might be dudes with swords trying to swing at you. D, you get killed on the way out or whatever. It's just kind of crazy. It's like extraction with, instead of kills, PvE. And then eventually the PvP ends up being the entire focus anyways, because everybody always goes to the same spot to get the PvE quest done. And that's good. It's a good system. I hope he expands it. Honestly, there's all this dead land, but there should be mobs covering every inch of this whole place. And this would be such a good goddamn game. There's not enough mobs. You need an enemy spawner. It's annoying. Yeah, I want to put the chat downwards and the health downwards like that, and you over. Yep, and yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, that works. It works. Or actually, I can take up the dead spot on this if I want. Can't I? Yes, I can. So, yep, that actually does work. Look, it's nice and efficient. We're gonna bump you up and over just a little bit like that. Yep. And then on my target, I don't know. I don't like competing with these people with not enough spawns, I'll tell you that. It's the same old problem with MMOs. Don't fall victim to that fucking problem. Ooh, more money. Nice. Okay, jettison. Okay, good. Maybe we'll make 50 million. Nobody seems to be harassing me, so nice. Let's save this cargo container for 3, or like what's that, like 3 hours. Check my hypernet. Okay, so hopefully there's bandits spawn. I doubt it. How's the Clade coming? Clade's good. Getting to 13 is going to take forever. I didn't really realize what the grind in this game was, but it is a grind. No bandit spawns. Somebody's hit